So yesterday we got the heater control in. We've sorted out that unit there for the alarm, and it was reported that the dash lights weren't working, the horn wasn't working, indicators, lights, everything was off. Well, seem to have fixed that. Indicators, wipers, yep, they're all working. What about the dash lights? Yep, they're all on. High and low beam. Yep, they're all functioning. Fuel gauge is functioning. Excellent. So all we need now is this metal piece. Now I think it's coming from SP something or other in the UK. They're about 37 quid a piece. For that price, buying the steel and making them, forget it, just buy one. The tricky thing about it is getting that bolt out of there that nobody's put back in. Somebody's put that one in there, but they're missing that one. It's no big deal. I mean, the metal's strong enough, but wise to put some in. I'm not going to take it out right now. One of the tricky bits is getting this bit off, you know, without taking the top dash out. I think we'll work our way around that. Anyway, so that's that. So what are we going to do today? Well, we can't do anything else until this binnacle comes. A switch has been sent. We can try and find out why this... He said it was draining the battery with this Eberspacher, so we could have a look at that. But most importantly, we're going to get round to changing the coolant. It's got water in it at the moment, which is never a good thing, but it's been running for quite a while, and it's been circulating, so we're going to disconnect the hoses, drain, so they're going to disconnect the hose off the expansion bottle here, pour it into a bucket, hyacinth, and then take out the bung again from here, let everything drain out, and we're going to fill it with coolant, and I'll show you what the coolant is that we are going to use. So this is the coolant we're going to be using. I buy it in boxes of 4. It's pre-diluted 50-50 mix, so you don't have to mess about with it. It is a little bit more expensive to do it this way rather than dilute it yourself, but by the time you bought the distilled water from another shop the other side of town, you might as well get it like this. For all gasoline and diesel passenger cars and light duty trucks, that fits the bill. Now, I've been using this for donkey's years, and it states here it is, where is it now? Global. Couldn't see for looking. It means it'll mix with about anything. Sometimes when you have so many choices of antifreeze for different cars, if you just want to top up a little bit, I used to use this stuff and it was pretty good. April, made in Quebec. And that's the stuff. Long life, 5 years, 250,000 kilometres. You know Ed gasket's going to go before then, so you're going to be changing it anyway. Down to minus 37, that's when it starts to chill up. Ready to use. Great, well let's get ready and let's drain this out. Now, as we're waiting for the gasket to go between here, a little foam seal, we've already got the expansion tank off, because we have to move this forward, and you can't move that forward without getting to the tank, because we've also got to take off the washer bottle to get to the heater, which is held on by a bolt down the bottom, so we pull it all off. What we're going to do today, we've got a bucket underneath to catch any water down here. We've got our big collection tray underneath, but basically what we do, take the hose off the expansion tank, put your thumb over the end of the hose, and then direct it down to your bucket down there. Now, I haven't got the radiator in, the cowling or the fan, but simply because we wanted to take off the hose clip off the bottom of the radiator and steam all this lot out. So we've done that. So now it's just a matter of getting the water out. So I'm going to do that now, and then we'll come and have a look and see what colour it is, because we might have to flush it again. Well, so much for flushing this through the other day with the steam cleaner and things. Look at the state of that. Look at it. Man, oh man, it's filthy. You know, it did have coolant in it because you dip your little finger in it, you just tip your tongue and it should feel sweet. But that is after being flushed through twice. So what is this block like inside? I don't know. We need to take the block plug out. And Land Rover in their infinite wisdom didn't have the, you know, saving a couple of pence by not putting a tap on the block, which is, it's a bugger to get the block plug out. We also need to put some compressor air around and blow out the heater. We've already had it out and washed it out, but now it's been running, it'll have circulated all that mud in there. I don't know. You know, it says here, genuine antifreeze do not drain. Well, how are you going to get the head off? Drain it and put it back in. Don't just let it go on the floor. Well, fortunately, the water in the block that we put in and washed out with the steam cleaner was lovely and clear. However, the stuff that came out of the radiator wasn't so good. So I think what we're going to have to do is flush this radiator out. Yeah, you can see, look, it's nice and clear. Not like that muddy stuff. Interesting, eh? The hell are we going to do that? I suppose we could do it through here, eh? I wonder if I could just do it with my regular hose. Don't need the steam cleaner. Yeah, yeah, it should work because water's going to go down here. It's shut off by the thermostat here. Then it'll cross across and come across this way. Well, I've got nothing to lose. Let's try it. What a mess, eh? Right, I've got the hose on. Yeah, it's coming out clear now. And now we're going to back flush it. This is messy. Look at all that bucket. Look at the bucket here. That's never had coolant in it for donkey's years. You don't necessarily have to take your radiator out to back flush it because it's kind of easy. We'll put some more water through here. Now, because this is just mainly rust or mud, we can get away with that. Does it taste like? Ah, it tastes like water. It's like Bisto. I see. I've got a septic tank, so I can't put it down the drain. What about next door's fence? Well, I've had about 4 or 5 bucketfuls of water out of this. It's running clearer. So he said. I just wondered what else I could use to clean it out. Anyway, I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to just keep filling up this radiator. I put the bung back in the bottom of the block. I put the bung sort of loose in here, and hopefully we can squirt some water or coolant round the block through the heater. What a state to be in here. You know, you save a few bucks by not putting any antifreeze in or proper coolant in, but you waste more time washing the bloody thing out. Oh, there she goes. Right. I've gone through it a few times now. Let's see what it's like now. That's good going that way. A little bit in it, but not that much. Let's back flush it. We can back flush up the block until it comes out of the top of the radiator. There we go. And that's as clean as we're going to get it, I'm afraid. It's pretty good, it's a lot better than it was. But we couldn't leave it like that. I'm kind of pleased with it. So the next thing, we flushed the radiator out, so that shouldn't need doing. But just in case, I think what we'll do is we'll box up this. I think while I'm at it, I'll wash out this expansion bottle because that's full of rust and muck as well. What I might do with this is rinse it out and I don't know if there's a chemical. It's really hard stuff inside. You probably can see there. It looks like a chemical or something in there to get rid of that. I don't know. Hey, if I wash the thick of it out, I wonder if it'll come out with the wet bead blaster. Got two chances because I've got to change the water in the wet bead blaster anyway, so let's have a go. Right, I've had a cunning plan. I've got most of the muck out of this radiator because I'm concerned about the radiator. The block, it seems to be fine, but it's the radiator because there's rust or whenever's cooled inside the tubes. It's made of film inside and I want to try and get it out. I think what I'm going to try is simple white vinegar. This is good for getting rid of all sorts of stains apparently. But what I've done is down here, now I'm soaking wet through, it's like a bloody paddling pool in here now. I've got a little circulation pump there and I've put it to the bottom hose and I've run a hose up to here, to the top of the radiator. And what I'm going to do now is fill it full of vinegar. Now the reason for this is vinegar's really, really cheap. Actually it's acetic acid, but and people are saying, oh, online, use muriatic acid. You've got an aluminium water pump, you've got aluminium covers. It's going to be even worse. So let's try it. Here we have the vinegar circulating. So I'll put that back in here. Let it run. So I've really got me thinking head on now. Why not run the vinegar through the expansion bottle, the pipe into the top of the radiator and put a little plug on there. Clever, eh? So we'll leave it to run and see what happens. Should be quite good. So there, it's getting better and better, this experiment. What I've done is I've taken the thermostat out and put a spare rubber ring in there as a seal. So now it's just going round and round and round, right from here, right through the block. Yeah, it should be good. I've taken the thermostat out, as you can see here. That. And I'm soaking it in vinegar to see what it actually does. It might not do anything at all, but the vinegar was $2 a bottle, a jug. But I don't know, might do. Might take time. I was going to use a product called CLR, but that's more expensive. It's quite expensive anyway. But like I say, if this can get the loose, rid of the loose, but we'll keep this as a test piece, see if it will work. I don't know, might do. But yeah, just leave it running.